Welcome to TOEFL Academic Vocabulary Shadowing, Part 4. Each sentence uses a high-frequency TOEFL word in context. Listen, pause, and repeat it out loud before moving to the next one. Let's begin.
76. The paper draws a clear distinction between the theories. 77. This idea was initially met with skepticism. 78. The professor asked us to synthesize the readings. 79. This factor significantly influences the final outcome. 80. The lecture will address common misconceptions. 81. This theory has stood the test of time. 82. The professor will assign a new reading tonight. 83. This concept requires careful interpretation. 84. The findings were subsequently published in a journal. 85. This approach has clear practical applications. 86. The professor asked us to critique the argument. 87. This idea gained widespread acceptance over time. 88. The study's conclusions were rather tentative. 89. This concept builds directly on prior knowledge. 90. The professor will review the material next week. 91. This method requires a systematic approach. 92. The findings raise several intriguing questions. 93. This theory was largely discredited later on. 94. The professor asked us to contrast two viewpoints. 95. This factor remains largely unexplained. 96. The lecture will conclude with a brief summary. 97. This concept is often overstated in the media. 98. The professor will acknowledge opposing viewpoints. 99. This approach has become the academic standard. 100. The professor asked us to reflect on what we learned.
'That's part 4 of our TOEFL vocabulary series. Repetition is how these words become automatic in your writing and speaking. Part 5 is next. Subscribe so you don't miss it.